I'm not gonna lie to you. If it feels like the YouTube algorithm is ignoring your smaller YouTube channel, that might be because it actually is. But there is also a simple way that you can address this. We wanted to find the ultimate answer to why channels feel like they get stuck in the land of no views. So we went straight to the source.
Oh my gosh, the algorithm changed. I'm not getting as many views.
That's Todd. He works at YouTube, and he knows the YouTube algorithm like the back of his hand. He's also, friends with Mr. Beast. So if there's anybody that knows how to get on the good side of the YouTube algorithm, it's gonna be Todd. Todd actually gave us 5 YouTube insights that you're not gonna hear on any other YouTube algorithm video. It was his last tip that especially threw me off, so trust me here. Watch these tips and watch them in order if you want your small channel to turn into a big one. Choose to ignore these tips, and the YouTube algorithm may just keep ignoring you. So let's get into it. Here's what creators have gotten wrong about the YouTube algorithm.
The main job of the algorithm is to serve the user when they show up. A lot of creators think about things from the creator perspective. Oh, well, I make a video and then YouTube pushes it out to a bunch of people. For the most part, recommendations and search don't get pushed out. They get kind of pulled from viewers.
So in other words, it's the YouTube viewer that actually gets to summon the YouTube algorithm. But if that's the case, how can you as a creator make sure that your video is the one to show up?
We use the watch history as probably the most important signal that we know about a viewer to figure out what they might want to watch next.
And here we're actually getting a little bit closer to that answer. It is watch history that you need to be worried about. If you want your videos to be pulled by the YouTube algorithm, then you need to get into somebody's watch history. As we know, that's easier said than done. Now, if you already have a few subscribers, there's a good chance that they are the ones to watch your videos, and therefore you end up in their watch history. But what if you're starting at 0 and the algorithm has no idea who best to pair your videos with in the first place?
When we have absolutely no behavioral data, we're going to probably rely more on the metadata, the data that we have in terms of the title and the description. And I would say search is probably the first place for fresh videos. You upload a brand new video around Minecraft, we're going to consider that video when somebody searches for Minecraft based on the title and description.
Okay, so this is helpful. YouTube search, your title and your description, these are things you can be focused on to start bringing in those new viewers when you're starting from 0. But maybe you feel like you're already doing this and yet you're still struggling. What else could possibly be wrong? Todd had an answer to that too.
I would discourage creators from trying to compete in the most competitive spaces in the world. And so rather than go after the Minecraft query, for example, you might want to find a niche that isn't already being served by a million other videos. As you search around, maybe use Google Trends, spend time looking at what viewers see and see where can you produce the best video that's going to be better than what's already there, because that's where the opportunity is.
I love it that an employee at YouTube is calling a spade here. YouTube is inherently a competitive space. At the end of the day, your success on YouTube is going to depend on you making videos that stack up against the competition you have. And it would be so nice if our high quality videos that we make could compete in any niche on YouTube, but that's just not how it works. So as a creator, you need to be really thoughtful and strategic about which niche on YouTube you decide to enter into. But there was something else that Todd said that caught me completely by surprise.
I wouldn't rely entirely on YouTube as the only way to drive attention to your content. Identifying other places where your content might be relevant could be everything from Facebook groups, Discord servers, Twitter, etc. Seed your video in places where you are going to get some watch history and kickstart that signal.
Todd is debunking a huge myth here. Contrary to popular belief, you actually should be promoting your small videos on other platforms outside of YouTube. Now, obviously that doesn't mean you should go around to every subreddit and Discord server you find and just spam your video links all over the place. Relevance is going to be key here. You want to go to the places where your community is hanging out, and you want to provide videos and maybe clips from your videos that can help them perhaps with a problem they're having. And if you choose to disregard that last bit of advice, then I would highly caution you here, because you could end up paying for it. YouTube's not exactly, once again, going to know who to pair it with. So really be thoughtful when you're sharing your content outside the platform. Gotta work. I have 3 more paragraphs. Don't buy cats. If you want to be a YouTuber, that's the real advice. Don't do it. And for those of you who aren't really keen on the idea of sharing your videos outside of YouTube and doing all that legwork, don't worry. This isn't something you necessarily really have to do forever. You're just doing this at the beginning of your journey to give the algorithm a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. Once you get a bunch of people that have your videos in their watch history and they're your ideal viewers, the YouTube algorithm can step in and do the rest. Now, these are all valid strategies, but one strategy I wouldn't recommend is chasing a viral hit video. And this video on the screen now will explain exactly why. Live streaming on YouTube is not what it used to be, can it? So today, not what it used to be. In fact, not only has it improved so much that it is certainly a viable way to grow your channel, it can grow you to the point where you actually reach your monetization goals. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as just going live. Nothing on YouTube can ever be that easy, can it? So today, let's talk about the ways in which live streaming can help you grow on YouTube. From there, I'm gonna leave you with a whole bunch of tips that can help you get hundreds, if not thousands of views on your next live stream. As you're probably already aware, in order to make money through the YouTube Partner Program, your channel needs to reach 1,000 subscribers, and to make money through the YouTube Partner Program, your channel needs to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Or in the case of a Shorts channel, 1,000 subscribers and 10 million views within a 90-day window. It's a pretty big mountain to climb either way, and for certain types of channels whose production is unavoidably long for just one single video, this goal can be completely unrealistic. That is where live streaming comes in though, and live streams can work for all types of channels. They do a few things very, very well. They help you build a stronger connection with your viewers, allowing you to communicate with them in real time via live chat. They can get views after they're no longer live, provided you have a strong title and thumbnail. More on that later. And for the purposes of this video, the most important thing live streams do is help you towards that goal of 4,000 hours of watch time to get into that YouTube Partner Program. What that means is that if you are a creator that exclusively makes YouTube Shorts, if you decide to incorporate live streams into your strategy, that can help you get to your monetization goals without you having to somehow get 10 million views within the space of 90 days. So those are just some of the reasons that live streams are important. But now let's talk about how your live streams can be successful. As I mentioned before, having a strong title and thumbnail on your live streams is important. I would say the title and thumbnail for your live stream is just as important as any other long form video that you make on your channel. That's because, as long as you pitch it correctly, the VOD lives on your channel for the rest of time, just like any other video. Now, for certain types of channels, certain types of content, you don't really know exactly what's gonna happen in that live stream before you start streaming, right? So having that strong title and thumbnail can be a bit challenging to come up with. This can be especially true for gaming channels who are just looking to vibe out with their viewers playing some Minecraft. However, I would argue even those types of streams can have a really strong title, thumbnail, and hook. And by the way, when I say strong title and thumbnail, I'm referring to how clear this live stream is. What's the purpose of it? If I'm a prospective viewer, I haven't clicked into your live stream yet, I should really know what it's about before I get into it. So to do this, you need to plan your live streams. Start with a goal. What is it you're hoping to achieve by the end of this broadcast? Goals are a great place to start when you're trying to figure out what your stream is going to be about. However, if things take a left turn, while you're live, and the entire stream changes completely. You can always go back and change your title and your thumbnail after you're done streaming. That's okay to do if you feel like it'll help. Ultimately though, when you start your live stream, in the first couple minutes, you need to explain what it is you're doing today and what the goal is. Even if later that goal changes, at least the viewers who saw that hook, that opening, will understand why it suddenly changed. One of the things you'll find with these tips, by the way, is I'm really focused on the will understand why it suddenly changed. One of the things you'll find with these tips, by the way, is I'm really focused on the people watching your live streams after they're no longer live streams. Take our own live streams at vidIQ, for example. Twice a week, we go live and review channels that have been submitted to us and give them advice on how they can grow. Those live streams get way more views after they're finished than they ever did while we were live. Stream prep is something you can never have enough of. You're gonna save a lot of time not editing this when it's over, right? So take that time you save, put it on the front end, and prepare as much as possible so that you can have a really engaging, dynamic stream throughout. I recommend jotting down some notes before you go live. what are some things you would like to make sure you don't forget to talk about as you're streaming today? Or maybe you want to have some opportunities where you break away from the normal content and poll your audience on something fun. Things like this can be posted somewhere on your desk, so while you're talking to your audience, you don't forget any of the topics of the day. Aside from notes, you can prepare other fun interruptions as well. I like to prepare pre-recorded, pre-edited clips that will show up at specific moments in a live stream. These help catch the audience off guard and keep the overall energy up. These types of small preparations that you can do beforehand are great, but I also encourage you, as time goes on, to go even deeper with this strategy and do things like adding storytelling elements to your live stream. This actually combines a lot of the tips I've already mentioned. What you're gonna do is prepare your live stream so you have a really clear picture of the beginning, the middle, and the end. Maybe you introduce a fun character while you're live streaming, and part of your goal for that day would be to maybe help them get out of some kind of situation that you encounter them in. And something like that could even become a recurring theme across multiple live streams. You could go so far as to create a story arc for this character that drags on into future live streams weeks and months from now. This is more of an advanced strategy, and I will say it's not going to be for everybody. But this type of storytelling can be incredibly powerful because it makes your live streams memorable, and it makes it so your regular viewers do not want to miss a single one. With my tips about prep out of the way, the next thing I want to talk to you about is the amount of viewers you can expect when you start going live. I would anticipate a really low turnout for your first few live streams. In fact, it could be as low as 0 people. My advice here, though, is to stream anyway, and stream as if you have 100 people watching you. Treat this as simply a video you happen to be recording live, because in this case, when you have 0 live concurrent viewers, that's exactly what you're doing. Once it's over, YouTube is going to recommend that live stream like it would any other video you upload. As you continue live streaming and people start to come in the door, I also don't want you to be discouraged by the amount of concurrent viewers you get relative to your channel's size. Take our own channel, for example. At vidIQ, we have over 1 million subscribers, but when we go live, we get anywhere between 400 to 800 concurrent viewers while that stream is in progress. There's a few important reasons for this. Number one, of course, is that subscribers don't matter. A lot of our own subscribers came in years ago, so a lot of them might not be watching vidIQ today. 2 is that live streams happen at a specific time, and a lot of viewers simply don't have the room in their schedules to be there when the broadcast is actually happening. And 3 is that live streams are a revolving door of viewers, meaning people who are watching in the first hour will slowly leave and be replaced by new viewers. By the time you get to hour number 2, you could be streaming to an entirely different set of viewers. Like any video on YouTube, when you're ending a live stream, you should avoid long goodbyes. As soon as it sounds like you're starting to wrap up, you can watch and you will see your concurrent viewership slowly start to dwindle away. Instead, you should try to wrap up really quickly. This is also a great time to ask people to like and subscribe if they haven't already, or you could take advantage of YouTube's redirect feature. This is going to allow you to send your viewers to another channel that is currently live, and this can be a great way to actually start building up a relationship with fellow broadcasters in your space.
Gyarados show me his ladyboy parties, but now I'm gonna show him a little pump party at one of my shows. So let's go, baby. Let's get it. Yes.
You have been in Illusion before, no? It's like rank. Only gringas in the VIP.
Can I tell them something?
Yeah.
The prettier the girl, the more erectile dysfunction I get.
What does it mean, bro? What it mean?
It means that erection about getting hard is hard.
I took you in the. Hey, hello, excuse me. I must sign contract. Hey, you gosto de transar.
Eu gosto de dançar.
Hey, you gosto de transar. Você me bota fogo. Shut up.
Man, look at they're stuck up, bro.
Hey!
If lady boys can
I'm very happy I came this.
man, look at that.
Not you. These are. Wait. A speaker now. With all the room. 100 on it right now. Like What you, bro?
They always do. Always. The same type of girl every time.
It's big head Roberto. It's big head Roberto. I'm gonna smash Italian. Roberto Baggio. I like only like more doors in like this.
Dorske.
Yeah.
What is that?
You look like you come from Napoli.
Not only fuck, you know. So I will come there if you still.
Teenage. Hey yo, wait now, but
Here.
my brother.
Andrei, asta este un aparat care testează forța.
Step into Wix.